Black women. It is 6:43 a.m. and I am starting my day off with a bowl of plain oatmeal with a little bit of butter and some wild blueberries and a nice cup of coffee. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I had a nice little vacation and I'm feeling really good. And you know, one of the reasons why I'm making this video is because I'm remembering something that I heard a while back. It was a comment that was made by a fellow YouTuber that basically said, you know, black women are stuck with black men. And I remember seeing a comment that was at the bottom of that video, and the comment said something to the effect, and I'm just paraphrasing, but the only men for black women are black men. And I just thought that was a bunch of hogwash bullshit, pigeon shit. What a ridiculous thing to say. You have over 3 billion men on this planet. Mathematically, it is impossible for black women to not have options. You know, I was looking through the internet, and I saw a lot of information about, you know, black women married to men of other, you know, ethnicities and, you know, happy. And I'm going to put some links at the bottom just to kind of, you know, back up what I'm saying, to give what I'm saying some validity, some sound validity, and you'll see it. It's going to be in the description box, but, you know, I think it's absolutely crazy. I think it's really insane for anybody to say something like that, that the only men for black women are black men, and those are the only men that have made a decision that they want nothing to do with their own race of women. Well, what a stupid thing to say. Black women, we have options. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. I have a link, many links that you'll see in the description box that kind of disputes what black men are saying. No, we're not stuck with black men. They're not, you know, we're not stuck with them. We have options. And I remember I told you that I was going to do a video on a country that is considered to be one of the happiest places on earth, where people have a really good quality of life. And I was going to do it later on this week, but I think since I'm already here and I got some things that I have to do later on, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do it now. So the country that I was talking about is, well, it's Finland. And I'm going to put some links up about, Finland. I just want to let you know something right now. In 2018, the United Nations declared Finland to be the happiest country on earth. In that same year, the World Happiness Report revealed that Finland came in 4th as, you know, a place that has a great quality of life. Not only that, but there was also something from the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network that stated that, you know, Nordic countries such as Finland, they have, you know, a great quality of life, and they're happy because when it comes to income, when it comes to a healthy life expectancy, social support, freedom, trust, and generosity, you know, Finland was like, you know, way up there, one of the top happiest places to go, to live, to retire. And, you know, according to the World Happiness Report, this is coming from 2018, you know, it really kind of sums it up that, you know, thousands of people, they were basically asked to do a survey on why they felt that their country was the best. And they used a method known as the Cantril scale, that's Cantril scale. And one of the things that the report revealed, I mean, they were using several different variables. And one of the variables, the following variables would basically be the GDP, which is gross domestic product per capita, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, freedom from corruption. So, Finland doesn't seem to be one of those countries that has a corrupt government, which is a good thing. They're very, they take care of their people. And I believe that also Finland, it's one of the top 10 countries that is social, has social democracy. And that's a good thing. I like that. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is that there was another report called the Better Life Index, and Finland ranks at the top in education and skills. So now, say for example, you decide that you're going to go to Finland. You go there, you get married, you have children. The school system is superb. It's like they have one of the top school systems, public school systems for children. And it's above average for, in terms of income, wealth, jobs, earnings, health status. The people there, they feel that, the country offers security, social connections, great housing, and work-life balance. I mean, this is really good. Also, another thing is that 69% of people from the ages of 15 to 64 in Finland have a paid job. 69%. It's a 4%. Almost 4% of employees work very long hours. So it's not like here in America where you got to do a lot of, extra hours and work, a lot in order to make a good quality of life. Only 4% of employees work long hours. So that's a good thing, and as I said before, the school system is great. The average student scores 523 in reading, math, and science. This is according to the OEDC program for international student assessments. Girls outperform boys by 24 points, so that's a good thing. People tend to live, the average age that people, live to is 82 years. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's 79 for men and 84 years for women. That's a good thing. I mean, I was looking at these statistics, and you'll see the links at the bottom. But this is really good. 95% of the people believe that they know someone they could rely on in times of need. So there's a sense of community there, and there's a lot of foreigners in Finland, a lot of Africans, a lot of Black people there. So I don't want you to get discouraged, but you'll see the stats. I'm going to put them at the bottom, but I want you to really open up your mind, Black women. I mean, when I'm still focused on Italy, but you got to broaden your horizons. And I don't remember ever going to college with students from Finland, but I know people that have been there. I told you before, I have a girlfriend that lives in Sweden, which would be considered a Nordic country, I believe. And, and she says it herself, the people are very nice. They're very open-minded. The men there, they like, Black ladies. And, my girlfriend, she's engaged to a guy from Sweden. And I told you she comes back and forth between Sweden and the U.S. And it seems like it's, it might be a good fit for some Black women. You might want to just consider it. You got to open up your mind, Black women. You got to open up your you got to open up your heart. You got to open up your mind. You got to get your passport. Got to get yourself together and get your ass over there, because it really does look good. I didn't see one bad thing that I didn't see one thing about Finland that turned me off. And there's some Black women that are married to men from Finland, and I'm going to go ahead and put those links up too. But I think that this is a pretty good time. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen in this whole, scenario. Here in America, the interracial marriage between black men and non-black women is going to skyrocket. As I said before, the mixed race community versus the black community is going to skyrocket. It will most likely swallow up the black community. So it's a wrap in America. I've been telling you guys this for over a year. For black women, the US, it's a wrap. The UK, it's a wrap. So I think what's going to happen is as more black women move overseas, as more black women realize that they do have options, I think the mixed race community between black women and non-black men is going to skyrocket over in Europe. So here in America, the mixed race community will pretty much come from black men and non-black women. But in Europe, I believe that it's going to be coming from black ladies and non-black men. So you're going to see two different mixed race communities on two different continents. And both are going to be very, very, very explosive over the next 2 decades. That's why I say, right now in this country, in the US, we're about 12 to 13% of the American population. I think by the year 2070, the black community is going to dwindle down tremendously to maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying maybe 3% because of the massive amount of mixed race children that are being born in this country between the union of black men and non-black women. In Europe, I think it's going to be a switch. It's going to be the opposite. So, I mean, that's a good thing. So, and I've said it before, black women, and I'm going to say it again. You either date out or you die out. I'm going to say it again. You either date out or you die out. You have one of 3 options. I've told you this many, 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 many times before. You have one of 3 options. You either stay in this country and grow old and die alone. 2, you can get into a situational lesbian relationship and make that work. Good luck. Or you can do what I did. Get your passport, travel overseas, and find yourself a man of another culture, get married, raise a family, and just keep it stepping, move forward. I mean, those are your options. And, it's like I still see so many black women. It's really sad. It's so sad. I still see so many black women. They're going on these live streams on these black male channels. They're getting, laughed at and dogged out and trampled over. And, they're trying to, plead and beg and negotiate with a group of men that have made it perfectly clear that they don't want you, and it's, I don't know. I mean, people are going to do what they want to do. You're still going to have some black women that are just going to be like, I got to make it work. But, these men they don't want anything to do with you. So it's like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So, the black women like myself that are smart, the ones that are open-minded, the ones that have the will to do it, we're going to be all right. We're going to, get your passport, go overseas, and just start your whole new life over there. I've put a lot of information up. So good luck to you guys. I got some more information that I'm going to come out with. I know that people have been asking me about Australia. I don't know why I haven't gotten to it. I keep getting distracted, but I'm going to get to it. Please be patient with me. And with that being said, have a super great day. Bye.